Violent crime statistics in the U.S. are at an all-time high. The murder rates are at the highest level they've ever been in U.S. history. Mass shootings, rapes, assault, robbery, manslaughter. But we are not hopeless. This is 2DCORE. It's time to put God back into the equation. With God's help, we can eliminate the violence.
Greetings, family. Once again, I'm back to give an update, and I don't think we've posted all the updates, so look for an overload to come out because there's been some recordings done, and we just want to bring you up to speed. We are diligently working to get the podcast show up and running. We're moving it out of July, and we're working hard to make it launch in the month of June, mid-June, towards the end of the month. We have a guest already slated to come on, Dr. Randy Short. And I got to tell you, we're going to deal with issues that's happening in the Black community. With that being said, I want to talk about the latest in the Kia and Hyundai challenge. And ladies, if I could set you aside just for a moment and talk to the men. At some point, there was a Kia challenge launched against Kia and Hyundai. And I have not done the research to see what instituted this, because there's always something behind the scene that's brewing that caused somebody to be upset to come against Hyundai and Kia and tell the story of their malfunctioning or the lack of proper engineering to those cars. And I'll talk about that here shortly. Over 35 million people have viewed a video to see how to steal a Hyundai and a Kia. Now, I got to say this as I experience it and deal with it every single day. And what I experience and deal with every day is the inconvenience, the lack of care that is happening to our people. So these cars are being stolen, and it's creating a genocide in the Black community. And here's where the genocide is. When these cars are stolen, the insurance companies are total lossing them out even quicker because A, it's taking months to get parts. Parts are not available at the rate of these cars being stolen at a national level. And now you have a family that can't get their kids to school, can't make it to work, can't afford to pay the deductible. And now, in some cases, they are out of an automobile and they are robbing Peter to pay Paul just to be able to survive. And then we come along and steal their car and create the biggest demise in their family. And why are you saying, Leland, I want to put the women to a side and I want to talk to the men? I want to talk to the men for this reason and this reason alone. Every young man that's between the ages of 17 and under. And why am I saying this? Because the average person that are stealing these cars are 17 or younger. And why am I going to the men? Well, I'm going to the men because the men, the fathers, is the one who is culturally the strength to the boys. And if you have a child that's on this earth that you know that is doing wrong, men, you need to grab them and you need to say no more. Everybody, including myself, know a Ray or a John that's out here that have stolen a Kia or a Hyundai, and they are creating the biggest demise in some of the families that are struggling already to their car being stolen. I'm asking everybody that's under the sound of my voice, men, I'm asking you to grab your nephews, grab your little brothers, grab the little guy down the street, and look them straight in their eyeballs and say, stop it. Because we're not going to stop until we lose more loss of lives. We're not going to stop until we inconvenience the wrong person. We're not going to stop until a couple of examples are made. And then we're going to want to stand up and call it a foul ball when we can stop it right now. Black people, we're making our own demise in our neighborhoods right now. We don't need the KKK. We don't need the white supremacists because we are our own worst enemy. Listen to me. The word of God says a house divided can never stand. So we are divided in our thinking because at the end of the day, to allow a child to get out the house and do something of this magnitude in nature, there's something wrong with us. People that look like me and you. There's something wrong with the black community. There's something wrong with the village because we are not doing what we need to do. And brothers, I'm going to say this to you. That's all under the sound of my voice. If you choose to do nothing, you too have made a choice. I'm asking you, brothers, I'm asking you, men, to show some fatherly love and put some love on these kids out here and let them know that you truly care and love them. And so what your father or so what that man that was in your life did not tell you that he loved you. You know better. So that means you should do better. Until the next time, God bless you, and I absolutely love you. So right in the midst of this recording, we received a telephone call. And not yet, once again, another family has been inconvenienced. Now we have another stolen Kia right here in the good old DMV. And I can only do this and say this. Young people, understand this. And anyone needs to understand this. You don't have to be compromised to be recognized. Why don't you try telling that to the Kia boys? And I'm going to leave you with Minister Mayo, Officer Mayo of the Richmond MPD. He can tell it better than I can tell anybody where we need to go at in a time like what we in right now. And so I'm going to leave you with this.
We can always count on your love forevermore. We need you. We need you. Jesus, we need you. We do. Only you can tell.